Good morning, loves. Delilah, 8th house moon rabbit. We up real early today. Gotta tell you, listening to Sleep Token. Pardon. I woke up at 3:30. Not sure if I need this, but I'll leave this. I'll leave this on the back of my chair. Woke up at 3:30 from a dream about two people. I swear, I can't get it off my mind. It wasn't scary. It felt like a slice of life. In fact, it felt like somebody else's life. It felt like I was seeing two people who are real. Like, not dream amalgams. They were like in Home Depot or some shit. And, they seemed so friendly, y'all. But something felt wrong with these people. The band, Sleep Token, this album might be called Take Me to Eden. This white dude and an Asian woman, both handsome, somewhere between 20s and 30s. Samikiel. Vengeance. Who's at the bottom? Chesed. Empathy. At the bottom, Raziel. Mysteries. Whew, Lord knows it's a mystery to me. What the hell? Pardon me. I don't know which of these decks I'm going to be using. Y'all can't see all of them, but everybody's on deck. Here I have, I'm going to show you all these, but this is the leader in our astrological deck. It's called the Arcana of Astrology, if you're wondering. My constellations are the compendium of constellations. Both beautiful decks. By whom? Claire Goodchild. The second house. Wow. That's the Taurian house. Here we have Leo. Last quarter moon. And lunar eclipse. Y'all, I felt I was dragging ass from the start of the day yesterday to the end of it. And when I went to bed, after saying all my thanks, in fact, I gotta move Chesed off. Would you look at that? Trying to move the deck off of Raziel so I could see him. Sandalphon, new life. And since it appeared to me, I will leave it there visible so I do not forget, although I'll forget the most important things. Strange synchronicities just seem to prioritize. But when I laid down last night, I was like, I guess a little bit doubting. You know, I have my doubts, y'all. Doubts of self. Pardon me. I gotta get this. promise you, this only stopped so that I could get up and go get it. Because it was too far. I tend to doubt myself. Yeah. I was about to say I doubt the divine, but nah. It would be myself and whether the divine really fucks with me like that, I suppose. Kid Cudi in The Essential Clash. I'm on the pursuit of happiness, and I know everything that shine ain't always gonna be gold, yeah. I'll be fine once I get it. I'll be good. J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Ace of Base. I saw the sign, I saw the sign, I saw the sign. I used to jam to that. J. Cole, which is, let me pause this for a second so I can, she knows, but also bad things. A song called Bad Things, and I can't remember the band, but that's who sampled Kendrick Lamar. Loyalty comes to mind. That's several musical influences, y'all. In fact, I'm about to look that up. Fuck that. We got time. And for The Essential Clash, should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now? If I go, it will be trouble. Cults. Ooh. Bad things happen to the people you love, and you find yourself crying out to heaven above. But honestly, I never had no sympathy, 'cause those bad things always end up coming for me. I'm gonna run, run away, run, run away, run away, run away, and never come back. Lord knows. I was listening to Adele. That's still too many. Can I please? Should I give up or should I just keep chasing pavements, even if it leads nowhere? I promise that just that part. Or would it be a waste, even if I knew my place? Should I leave it there? Lauryn Hill. That thing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And Sia. Elastic Heart. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, what I was saying, I don't doubt Spirit. The men who stare at goats. I don't. Mr. Deeds goes to town. Fuck yeah. Poltergeist. They're here. Jason and the Argonauts is at the bottom. And since that one dropped, these are all influences. But we have Mr. Deeds goes to town. A man goes to see about the government because they ain't doing what's right, and he believes in what's right. In fact, I think he might have even been sent as a town representative. Just somebody who believed and did what was right. It's been a long time since I watched that movie. And And since silver screen movies were brought up, on and off, this movie called The Ghost of Mrs. Muir with Rex Harrison. He's the guy who voiced Shere Khan. Shere Khan, not Shere Khan. Pupus, Travel, Perseus, Glory, Ophiuchus, Heal. Gotta tune up these cuticles. Got a little bit of a hangnail. Gotta wash folks' hair today. Horologium time. As you can see, this Greek theme has come up with Perseus. Perseus and Andromeda. Jason and the Argonauts is about Jason and Medea. Pardon me, two couples. Two very different outcomes. The dream couple. That reminds me. Magic. I knew if I saw this card that I was going to have to speak about the ways in which people use magic y'all. These people, I wouldn't be surprised if they are real. And if they don't look like they looked in my dream, they're representatives of those people. Maybe representatives of what they want to look like. Maybe representatives of what they project in some stereotypical way. And because I don't necessarily believe in stereotypes. I don't necessarily invest, and you can imagine why. Chameleon, adapt. Something's wrong with those people, y'all. I wouldn't be surprised if there's somebody in their basement. Or worse. I wouldn't be surprised if you see on Blonde Crime, which has blown up since the time I started following them. And blown up with a lot of low vibrational people being fucking ridden like a horse with a jockey by entities. You know, spell work is as easy as how you use your words. There's a lot of people out here just blithely casting wicked, wicked work with their words that they repeat each and every time they get a chance. I would say, now that it's come into my mind, watch that super blue full moon, super full blue moon reading. But when I tell y'all I was grateful, grateful that I woke up feeling so energetic. Like I was ready to start doing the video immediately, but Cancer, distract. But as you see, I picked it up and it was in reverse. I feel like distractions are coming undone. Defeat. Deception. Look, look. Okay. Crater. And Indus is create. And at the bottom there is Gemini, telling me I've united the proper influences. And I also feel like pairs, twins, high vibrational and low vibrational. I don't know if y'all knew this, but let me. Ooh, wow, that was so low. So for the beginning of this video, please do me a favor and turn up your sound as much as you can so that you can hear what the hell I was saying. So far we had Ace of Base, I Saw the Sign. We had J. Cole, She Knows. Also, the Cults are just cults. Bad Things, which is the song that was sampled in J. Cole. We have Lauryn Hill, That Thing. We have Sia, Elastic Heart, but I'm also getting The Greatest. Oh, running out of breath, but I got stamina. Don't give up, won't give up, don't give up, no, no, no. I'm free to be the greatest I'm alive. I'm free to be the greatest here tonight. The greatest alive. The greatest alive. I convey. Well, y'all, I was telling you, these people who seemed to be so real. It was a slice of life dream, and I was just with them. Maybe I was even as a child with them, not me. Maybe looking out of their child's eyes. I'm listening to an album, which is Sleep Token, a new band that a subscriber shared with me, and they just speak to me. As I was uncovering Raziel, who I showed you, the Angel of Mysteries, Sandalphon, the twins slipped out second to last in the deck. I reached Gemini, so I know that I'm uniting the themes that I'm supposed to talk about. You saw defeat, dominance, deception. Twins, pairs that are coming together, and as I was about to explain, when I realized that my sound was too far down, realized I was tapped on the shoulder. Or I would have got to the end of the whole video, and somebody would have said, "Can't hear anything you say." Ain't nobody in the comment section today would tell me that. What I was saying is that I doubt myself at times. That's one of the things that I am overcoming this life. It's one of the things I got to get past in order to actualize. Narcissists don't always find empaths or codependents for their supplies. Sometimes they find each other, y'all. And they live wrapped up in their delusions and feeding each other. Magic. I wouldn't be surprised if Spirit allowed me to see these people and they did nothing wrong, y'all. They were just shopping temperance and the Eight of Swords. Eight of Lasers, to be precise. They were just shopping, but I have a feeling like these people were evil. These people were deceivers. They were handsome. They looked friendly. So funny like that. Evil has a way of being able to come together seamlessly. Six of Swords and the Hermit. Meanwhile, twins of the light, they have to find a way to come together and leave their shadows behind. Leave their shadows in a proper place. orient it in a way that doesn't interfere with the balance. But see, malignant cluster B people, they don't struggle with that. And I get the idea that the same feeling of unity that high vibrational twins get is the same, well, it's close to the same as my mind, my soul can reckon. They feel that same kind of cohesion. Bent, but unbroken. I don't know if everybody has a twin. People say a lot of things about the journey. All I know is that it exists. I've been on it. Maybe when you have one, you're born on it. And the entire journey, even the things that you never paid attention to, and everyone you meet, it's all destined in a roundabout way. And the whole time, because cluster B people, you know, and when I say it in this context, I mean malignant, not people who are just imploding on themselves, you know, or just struggling not to. I mean those who explode out onto others in the world. I mean what I mean. I mean what I say. And it's like, they're like Chernobyl. Except, unlike radioactivity, that was the hangman, light twins, when they really do their work for themselves and not for the other counterpart, because you can't heal really for others. Even when you think, if you ever thought that you healed yourself for someone, you know, children, an ailing parent, a pet that you knew needed you, it wasn't really for them. It was for the love that lives in you that you know that you have to project. And so you cultivate it within yourself, bit by bit. And it's work. It's hard work. Like that song, Newborn. When you see too much, too young. But maybe it's never too much. Maybe it was always exactly enough. Just sometimes shit hurts, you know? Nine of Cups. And you need that to send you into healing. Because if you're not in pain, what the fuck reason is there to heal? Ophiuchus, heal. Four of Cups. The difference between being 5. Regret, remorse. And while light twins are finding a way to let go of that, sharing their empathy, look, finding spirituality, sharing wisdom, and the 4th, connecting to their flame and submitting to the will of God. Look, and then underneath that is dreams, which told me, and then underneath that, Malkuth, the kingdom. So here I am, bringing things that I found in dreams back down here to y'all, submitting obediently. Because I tell you, I got the fuck up out of bed. Like, I went to the bathroom. Pretty sure I went back to bed. But then I was like, nah, I didn't get up for a bathroom break. That isn't the reason. Another 9. Disqualified. And in fact, 4 of Cups man is the Hermit. Before he uses his light to shine inside and all around, looking at what reflects back on himself and deciphering the meaning of that wisely. In between, he is in between the 9 of Comets and the 9 of Rockets, and both of these women are the same figure, who are the Queen of Wands, present in this 4 of Wands, but I have the feeling that this is telling me about 2 different women. It's like a funhouse mirror. And I feel like that's the difference between the Lovers couple and the Devil couple. 2 of Wands. And maybe you could even switch places back and forth. Maybe a Lovers couple can become a Devil couple. Whether they do that separately or together. Maybe a Devil couple can go the other way. Four of Pentacles. And the difference between the 7 in Pentacles and 4 is 3. And here we have Strength. Good morning. The Moon at the bottom. And here again, 9 of lasers. And I feel like that's not necessarily a feminine, although I do feel like there's some feminines who are trying to get from this to this. And as you can see, it looks like her eyes are sightless, or maybe even overpowered. But that third eye is obviously sighted. Strength does belong here, because that severance between light twins, because dark twins don't separate unless they want to change trajectory on the journey. All of us have free will. We're not bound one to another in 3D, even if you have to share a connection in the 3D. No. Even if you have to share a connection in the 5D, you're not bound to anyone or anything in the 3D. You get to go wherever you want, do whatever you want, except choose the consequences. The Fool, the Ace of Cups. What I said when the sound was down is don't be surprised if that couple that I told you about ends up on Law and Crime, which I said has become a manifestation point of a good bit of dark magic, which doesn't necessarily mean practitioners, but there's always those too. There's always chaos agents. You know, spiritual Russian bots. And they show up at times of change, that Wheel of Fortune, hoping to influence what they can, when they can, but always for the negative. Always hoping to catch people when they're weak, like ambush predators. Because light is so powerful. One light, as this hermit depicts, one bright light can do so much. But dark has to group up. Sword of Truth. Good morning, boo. Yes, the Queen of Lasers is the Queen of Swords in this Tarot and Space deck. The Ace of Lasers, Ace of Swords, over this Four of Wands, which is over this Nine of Wands and Two of Wands. Makes me feel like some people are losing their way and some people are finding their way right now. There's a karmic feminine, whether in energy, well, definitely in energy, and definitely in physical, like a physically embodied dark feminine. And then a dark feminine energy within a masculine body getting left behind because somebody is choosing to leave the illusion. Leaving the illusion for that promise of love. Something that they felt within themselves a long time ago as a child. People who knew. And I think there's a masculine that's doing the same. What? When you see, yep, that Queen of Wands that I talked about. Somebody who's been starting small but studious. Getting on their emperor journey, because as I said, it comes easy. To the iniquitous, to the evil. They can attach to each other over just fucking anything, you know? Trauma bond. But light twins are held to a higher standard. And some people can't, not that they can't, they won't stick to that path. And so they leave and they find themselves with somebody who will fake it to get the attachment, get that high. When really you're not supposed to do it for the high. That's a byproduct. If you do it just because it's good and it's right to do, to stay in balance, then you get it over and over and over. But when you do it for the high, there's an expiration date. And it, like, suffering is promised 100-fold at least, and it's coming. So please, dears, if you're struggling, especially feminine energy, if you're struggling right now, just relax into it. Just lean in, okay? Honestly, it reminds me of my labor. This, I'm pretty sure, is Medea. Medea after Jason left her. Ooh. And Mother is up underneath that. Don't watch that movie with Javier Bardem. Pardon me. And what's her name from I Volunteer's Tribute. Her. After Jason leaves her with the golden fleece, and I'm pretty sure children that they had. Because in the movie they don't show you that he lingered with her for a while. But then, in a distorted masculine fashion, he chose to leave her behind so he could take the golden fleece back to his homeland, and he left the children as well. And I believe she went into like a stupor, you know, gave up because she couldn't get that high of the 3D attachment anymore. I think she killed her children as well. The light and the dark, the work, Seven of coins both times. And someone told me yesterday, I heard in a reading, that Six of Coins is justice in the 3D, which I believe in, and I believe that's coming, and I feel like it's coming in a big way for a lot of people. And I think, that's God's vengeance right there. Pardon. People are transforming. They're choosing whether they're going to transform for the better or worse. I noted that the second house is the house of Taurus. Aha. Lots of people are struggling. So if you feel like you're struggling alone, you ain't. There's also healing. There's a lot of balancing work to be done. That space, thank you with the analogy, thanks. Yeah, Tarot and Space was my first deck. Because I got the message that some of us were supposed to take it upon ourselves to start a channel. And I was like, well, all I know about Tarot is having watched and what I picked up, mostly intuitively. Because even in 3D, according to Myers-Briggs testing, I am an intuitive. Intuitive, feeling, perceiving introvert. That was the Ace of Swords, and I don't, did it flip and I turned it back over? I don't know. Two of Cups. The Moon. This is the Light Seer deck. Why not putting it back? I think this... I know this last full moon brought a lot of wisdom. It took things too. And so if you feel like I felt so good. I felt so much wonder. I feel like that was like peak ascension vibes, And then the next day, it was like a crash. I didn't cry. I wasn't upset, but physically I felt so drained, so heavy. Here's that Queen of Swords again. Feminines have been maybe a little bit in the head. But I feel like for good reason, to good ends, although I do get the feeling that there might be a feminine in the feminine's life that she's got to cut off. Like that woman has no real love for you. In fact, as I'm saying it out of my mouth, a woman came to my mind and it was like, okay, Spirit, I guess it is what it is. I was hoping that my own self-love journey could inspire. And it might not be, hatred or nothing that deep. Although if I said it, it is for someone. Especially since the space that I'm putting this all under is this Magic card. Maybe she's not even aware, how much power, thoughts, I don't mean the she that I thought of, I mean for you, Voyagers. Maybe she's not aware of what she's engaged in, but look, yeah, it's time to walk away. Maybe it's a old bestie, making sure I don't have any cards down there. A bestie, a sister, a mother that, mother. Maybe a mother who was distorted and couldn't protect you. And walking away for now doesn't necessarily mean walking away forever. We have to really align ourselves with our own intuition. The moon came out first, and the sun came out afterwards. And that means we're going from the dark to the light, and things are being revealed. And it's not just a man. When they show you who they are, listen, it's anything and everything. Once you see what it is, don't act like you ain't see it. Yes, ma'am, INFP. Ten of Pentacles at the bottom. Two of Swords and the World. And I think this is also for a masculine. You have started to rely more on your feminine, choosing the self more. Look. Holding on to what's yours rather than giving it away to that dark masculine or feminine, depending on, you know, who you are in your 3D and who they are in your 3D, so that you can be rested in your feminine on firm foundations. Y'all. Why? Because God said so. And understand, you don't have to explain that to anyone. Because part of the wisdom of the feminine is when to just hush. Sit in the silence, when to be still. And you know, that brought back one of the songs that I heard when I turned on Pandora. I listened to The Neighborhood. Spirit told me to put it on, so I put it on. Told me to share it, so I shared it. Wiped out. And wasn't I wiped out yesterday? Sure was. Page of Cups. Nurturing a little seed of love. Another thing I noticed, I commented on that 9 months ago. The period of a, gestation. I'm definitely trying to birth, y'all. Trying to actualize here. Because there's going to be a stable union between the masculine and the feminine. Look how cool and calm he looks. Not worried about a damn thing. Why? Because he's got... That looks like, to me, looks like a wolf. Because God's not playing about those who are not playing about God. Never was. Huh? V for victory, y'all. And back there, that's the Four of Wands peeking out. And I see the Queen of Cups. Huh. Ace of Cups. Because that's what happens when you get some self-love about yourself. Hell yeah. Get it. And for that masculine who's leaving behind that feminine for that equal give and take, for reciprocity, stability, you've won a battle. Look. There they are at the bottom again. Y'all saw me shuffling, and at the top, the Empress. However long it appears to take, y'all are doing a lot of supportive work with each other. And I think this feminine can feel it, and she's having a bit of a meltdown. And if you have children with that woman, put your positive intentions around them. And don't feed that situation fear, because fear of that kind of ambush predator spirit is it's like blood in the water to sharks. The fear is a weakening part, because otherwise I believe that you and your child are protected. But don't put it beyond them or anyone with that corrosive feminine spirit, that undoing spirit, to reach out and try to touch you where they know it would hurt you the worst. The worst. Because they see the distorted feminine, she's got a kind of empathy. She's like a dark empath. There's a special kind of spite in it because she knows what she could birth, but she also chooses not to. It's like a what is it? A denial of self. It's like restrictive dieting. When you restrictive diet, it makes you want it more. You know, it's toxic on so many levels. The connections that it makes within your neurons, the things that it does to your gut, it causes cognitive dissonance. It splits the mind and the body upon itself. And karmic, distorted, toxic, malignant cluster B karmic will hurt you both to hurt you. So gird your loins. Turn your back to it. Acknowledge all 10 of those swords. Don't forget the lessons that you learned. Because look at this. The wounded warrior now gets to heal. Take their passions elsewhere. And then transform into something that you've never seen before. 6 of Swords. 2 of Wands, Page of Pentacles. There's that learning, that seed that you planted. The one seed that you took when you felt out in the cold and alone, but the angels were all around you, and you started loving yourself, feeling it, letting towers come down as they will. See, you were ready for it. You were preparing for it. And then you put on your fucking red bottoms and ran the fuck off. And I'm proud of you. You should be proud of you. Every time you think about it, you need to thank yourself for having such compassion for yourself to do that. To go on the fool's journey in earnest this time. Not stumbling upon it and being like, oh, well, fuck it, I'm here. Why not? But intentionally. What you do, do with intention. Because like I said, whatever you do, you can do whatever you want, except choose the consequences. So everything feels better when you chose your actions consciously. And I think that that was all of the messages that were supposed to go to the divine masculine and feminine, and to the distorted as well. Love y'all very much. And be good.